All right, guys, this is gonna be a video on how to set up Open Broadcaster Classic for Twitch TV. I personally like the Classic over the OBS Studio. The reason why I'm having audio issues with Studio and the capturing is doesn't seem to be that great for me. So I personally like the OBS Classic. So what you're gonna do is basically just download this and extract it, install it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You run it on OBS. It's gonna be kind of hard. I can't really. It's gonna get like you're gonna keep seeing the same screen on the preview because I'm recording this. So you have your scenes and your sources, you have your microphone here, and you have your audio here. So once I have it installed, the first thing you actually want to do is go to settings here, and you want to set everything up. It's pretty self-explanatory. You set it to English. Encoding is where a lot of people have difficulties. So if you have really bad internet, 2000 bitrate is going to be choppy and not look very good. 2500 is going to be very watchable. As long as you're not getting too much lag, 2500 is fine. If you have a little faster internet, 2700 is pretty good. Or I personally like to stream at 3000. 3000 at 720p is going to be great. So just range anywhere here your bitrate from 2000 at the lowest if your internet sucks, all the way up to 3000. You really don't have to go much higher. You're not going to notice a huge difference in quality over 3500 if you have like insane internet, I guess. That'd be like the maximum. But if you're getting lag, 3000 is a very watchable stream. It will look good. Then you have your broadcaster settings. I currently live in Oakland, so I set it to live mode. You set your streaming to Twitch TV. You can set it to all these different ones as well. Twitch, and you set the server, right? So you want to select the server that's closest to your location. So I live in Oakland, so I usually select either San Jose or San Francisco, just depending what server's better. And then this is your Steam key. This is where you need to go to put your Steam key from Twitch. So when you're on Twitch TV, you're logged in as yourself, and your Steam keys goes right here. You'll click on Show Key. Just don't show anyone else this key. You can change your key as many times as you want. Like you go Show Key here, and you say I understand, and this is my key, right? I am going to be changing my key, so even if you guys copy this key, you will not be able to stream. You just paste it in here. That's all you have to do. Make sure though when you're copying and pasting this key, notice Show Key, I understand, it's changed. And then you can do a reset key. Boom, reset key, reset key. So I'm going to reset it one more time as well. So you just want to make sure you're copying and pasting it. Just this information here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and reset the key again. I just don't want people to know this one. I'm going to go ahead and close it. So now I'm going to put the new key here. Boom. The one I did not show on the video. And then I'm going to go ahead and save changes. Yes. And then this is going to select your video card. I have a GTX 1070. So it's a 1070 and my monitor is 1920. But the main thing you want to do is you don't want to have a 1080p. This is 1080p. See how it says 1080 here? This means your stream's at a 1080p. You want to just do a 720. 720 is all you need. 720p stream is perfect. You don't need anything more. You can unlock your frames at 30 or 60. It's not a big deal. These are the settings you want. And for audio, I have a Razer Kraken headset. So I'm going to set it to my headset. If you have a webcam, if your webcam's plugged in, your webcam will show up. You can set it to your monitor, just whatever your desktop audio or microphone audio. And if your game's not loud enough, you can boost up your mic from your desktop. This will be your game. If your mic is low, you can boost your mic. And then you can go push to talk if you want. So you want to mess with these settings if you're having audio issues. You can set hotkeys for setting up. I don't do any hotkeys or anything. For advanced, I just keep it pretty much above normal, 700. I set my CPU to very fast because I have an i7. Main, these are the settings you want. Quick nose, I don't touch any of this. Browser, you can actually set this as a browser icon. This is where you do Twitch alerts and all this other good stuff. Microphone nose gate, if you're having audio issues, you can mess with this. And you can set up custom scenes and switches. So once that's set up, that's the settings you need. Then you're going to add a scene. I already have scenes set up. So I have VirtualBox, CSGO, Sam Max. Right now I'm doing a monitor capture. So I call this one monitor capture. I have my webcam set here as webcam. I have the different games I have here, Hitman, Heroes, Aftermath, Screen 1. This is just capturing everything on this screen. So if you go here into, let's say we're doing add, you can add a Windows capture, a monitor capture, image for image, slideshow, CLR browsers for Twitch alerts. This is probably the easiest thing to do if you want to set up Twitch alerts. I really don't want to go too much into Twitch alerts, but if you have it add CLR, this is for people who like, you're getting hosted, you get a donation and stuff. You just right click add CLR browser. If you notice, I already have them set up on mine. So this is a CLR browser. So I'm just going to properties and see how I have it set to Twitch alerts. You just set it to whatever width you want. You go into your Twitch alerts and it's your alert box. So you copy and paste this. Once you set this up, you copy and paste your alert box, copy here, and you set it as the URL in this. So you can do your alert box, you can do a donation box, you can do a label box, you can do your chat box, whatever you want, you can set up. I don't actually take donations on my channel, so I just have a chat and alert box. So when I get a follower, it will pop up. It's really easy to set up. You can do like all your text and stuff and change the size. It's pretty simplistic. But the main goal of this is the 2017 version of the game. So you can either do a monitor capture. When you monitor capture, it will capture everything on the monitor. You want to make sure your game that you're playing is going to run either in desktop or Windows mode so you can actually see it. Some games don't allow you to game cap. So if let's say you're going to get a game, you want to add a game capture. This is probably the hardest thing to do. This is for your webcam, a video capture device. So like if you have a new, this would be like webcam, and your webcam will show up here. So if I can plug in my webcam right now and it will show up as my webcam. So this is pretty easy. So you add a capture device and I'm hit refresh. See, I just plugged my webcam in. So the webcam shows up. You can set your webcam resolution. You can set your frames, yada, yada, yada. It's really easy to do. It's going to actually take over the whole stream. So I already have a device called webcam, which I already have set up here as Webarino. So it's actually looking at my other monitor. See, I have my webcam set up here. These are my, it's webcam. I set the resolution. I set the frames. And then you can disable the audio or use the audio. It's pretty simple. You can actually move it too by doing this, by clicking edit scene. This is the easiest thing to do. See how I'm moving it wherever I want? And you can make it bigger or small. You can drag it to, depending on your game. If you want your webcam here, depending on what game you're playing, you can set that where you want. So I have it currently set like right here. It's pretty small. It's just kind of looking at my other monitor. So that's my webcam. And then if you want to add a game, you want to do a game capture. But the hardest thing about game capture is the game needs to be running. And not all these games game cap very well. I know Heroes of the Storm game caps really well, so I'm actually doing a monitor capture, so it's capturing everything on my monitor. That's why you kind of see like an endless loop, because they keep capturing the same thing. So when you launch a game, right, see how it's capturing this? If I go to play it, it's going to capture on my monitor. It's going to go black screen if I take it off game cap. See how it's loading my whole entire game cap here? It's loading the game because I already have it set up. This is going to capture whatever you're streaming on your monitor. So it's really easy to stream when you have two monitors. So if I'm logging into this game though, all right, let me bring this up. I can actually add it now. So now that the game's running, I can go, oh, I want to actually add a game capture. So I can call it like Heroes. Okay, it's going to go black. See how Heroes of the Storm shows up here? You want to make sure your game will show up everything you're running. Like I'm running Twitch alerts on I'm running Battle.net and I'm running this. So your game will show up here. If your game doesn't show up here, a lot of times you have to click on this enable anti-cheat, because sometimes the anti-cheat doesn't allow the game to be game captured, so you have to set that. So you can actually go ahead and just do this. Now, boom. Now, say I'm not copying the webcam anymore. I'm just copying the game. When I take that off, see my webcam is going to come back. So this is actually good. You only want to capture the game. If you're like doing other stuff in the background, loading internet web page, game cap's really the way to go. You're going to get better frames only capturing the game than capturing the whole entire monitor. But for example, this is the monitor. See how I have it set on screen 1? If I go to properties here, I added this monitor capture. It's capturing one monitor. You can select a region or capture the whole entire thing. So if you're new to streaming, just do a monitor cap if you can't get the game cap to work. And I recommend changing scenes, having one scene with a monitor cap, and then notice this scene. This is set for game cap. See how this is game cap? I have to change the links because, like, for example, this is on the OBS tab. Watch. See, I got to change it back to the Twitch alerts. See how it's going to OBS here? I need to change it to my Twitch alerts. So I can go ahead and actually exit my game. And now you just notice it's black, right? I'm going to have like a black screen here. Because I have it only capturing my alert boxes and the game caps. I can't do anything else. So if I go back to gaming caps, see, I'm still capturing it. But the other people you're streaming can't see that. That's why gaming capping is better, because you can be doing something on your desktop or like browsing Reddit, whatever. So again, I need to go ahead and add my alert boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and see how it's capturing the OBS here. I need to one of my game cap. So I'm going to go back to my game cap. I already made the game cap scenes. Chat text, properties. This is the wrong one. Be the alert properties. Notice that I'll change it. It will go away from the OBS page. See how it went blank? And then I'm going to change it to gaming cap monitor. So I got the chat box. Copying the chat box. Copy. And then I'm going to go, when I change back to this scene, I want to change it. Remember, I changed the alert in the chat box here. I'm going to do the same thing on my other scenes. So both scenes. See how you can only see the one thing I'm capturing the OBS. Once I change it to text, it will then only capture the Twitch alerts. Watch, see, Twitch alerts. Boom. So it'll be black. So there's nothing up. So you want to change this to your game. So you basically you have monitor capture and game capture. Monitor capture, game capture. Those are the easiest thing to do. I personally think that monitor capture is really easy. It captures everything in the monitor. You just right click, add monitor capture. When monitor capture right here, or game capture. These are the main things you're gonna be using once you're set up on Twitch TV. And then you can add all the different alerts and all the other good stuff. This program's super easy to use. I recommend not having two monitors because you can put it on the other monitor and just maintain it. You don't have to necessarily run. And these are your settings. So green's good, means you're getting good frames. I'm getting 60 FPS. I already had a 10-minute long video. So I hope this is helpful, you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the response. I'll be more than happy to respond to you on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is Gadamer signing out, 2017 OBS streaming guide. Thanks for watching.